What's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. This is a native 4K recording of Project Cars 2 running on my Alienware 17 with a 1080 GTX i7 processor, 7th generation, and 32 gigs of RAM. So we're going to go ahead for 10 minutes and just do some racing and enjoy this. As you can see, I am getting roughly about 40 frames per second. That's mainly because I have set a lot of these graphical settings to a high settings. So I think for a native 4K that's running on very high settings, getting 40 frames per second, I think that's pretty good. You know, the one thing about Project Cars 2 is if you're not using a racing wheel, it's really hard to control it with the Xbox One controller. So I would highly suggest that you guys use a that you guys use a racing wheel and adjust your racing wheel for this game. If you have a good racing wheel and if you have a VR headset, you're definitely going to be enjoying this. I'm going to give you different perspectives on this native 4K recording. Now, can Xbox One X do something like this? Yes, it can, and it has proven itself that it can do it, obviously. But I think for a PC, I'm able to do some other stuff here that the Xbox One X can do. You know, I can use more of DirectX 12 processing here, and I can achieve more graphical fidelity, obviously, on the PC, depending on how powerful your PC is. But you do gonna have performance issues. Like I said, 40 frames per second will affect your racing here. I think in terms of graphics for racing, you shouldn't crank everything up. I think you should always try to keep a balance to keep that performance, because you're going to be racing anyway. You don't have time to be looking around at the scenery and all that. But I think resolution is something that you should definitely keep out there, because the sharper resolution, the better the racing is going to be, the better the racing experience is going to be, in my opinion. But hands down, I think Project Cars 2 is one of the best racing simulators out there. Everyone says that, and I happen to agree. I have the complete edition, Project Cars 2, and I think it's the best. Whether you're doing a triple monitors, whether you're doing the online racing, or whether you're doing the VR. And the VR in this game, if you have a really good racing rig, racing wheel with the VR headsets, you're definitely going to be enjoying this. HTC Vive is definitely my recommended choice to go with this, but you don't have to necessarily use the HTC Vive. You can use Oculus Rift or Windows Mixed Reality. If you have a Samsung Odyssey HMD, you will definitely enjoy the clarity, higher resolution, for sure. Well, like I said, everybody has their own preference. I honestly don't see that much of a difference in terms of resolution. Sure, it's a bit clearer, like you see, you can read a little bit better. But in terms of like, is it drastically different? Not really. I mean, honestly, you're not going to notice a drastic difference. This is what I'm trying to tell people. If you already have HTC Vive, you don't have to upgrade to the HTC Vive Pro. It's not like a major leap forward, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't bother too much with that. I thought about bringing you a little bit more of these native 4K recordings. These are the original native 4K recordings, and I think you guys will definitely appreciate watching this on the YouTube. And this game, it's really demanding on your PC. That's why I'm starting with this game first, because it's very demanding in terms of native 4K. And honestly, Alienware, it's your best bet. This laptop, I have tested everything on this laptop, man, from HTC Vive, HTC Vive Pro, all types of different VR headsets, all types of different games on a 4K monitors. 4K HDR televisions, 4K projectors, I mean, you name it. I have tested this laptop with pretty much a lot of things. My only downside on this laptop is the fact that for some stupid reason Dell only included 2 HDMI ports. I mean, not 2 HD, I'm sorry, 2 USB ports. I mean, what the hell were they thinking? You know, you need more than 2 USB ports, man. Especially when it comes to the VR, especially when it comes to plugging in your controllers, your hard drives, all the other stuff. They should have included at least 4. It would have been nice if they included 4 USB ports, 3.0s. That would have been great. But the fact that they didn't do that, it's kind of nah. It really, it's just, it makes this laptop a bit of a downside. You know, it's like, come on. I've seen Ultrabooks with 3 or 4. USB ports. So that's my only complaint about the about this laptop. As you can see, I totally suck at this game because I'm not using my racing controller, and this car, it's very sensitive. By the way, I am playing this on my BenQ vertical alignment 32-inch monitor, and I mean, a lot of people are criticizing this monitor, but I think it's a great monitor. I think it looks great for what it offers. I mean, it is a 4K 10-bit, true 10-bit monitor. It does offer HDR, not the greatest color gamut, not the greatest peak brightness, but for a 32-inch monitor that you're going to be looking up close, I think it's a great monitor for the price, honestly. And it is a 10-bit. It's not an sRGB. It is a 10-bit, true 10-bit panel, and it looks great, honestly, for 4K. I use it a lot, and you know, like I said, it's not the greatest, but it's definitely. I think this BenQ monitor is taking a lot of unnecessary heat, being criticized. I mean, I don't know what the hell people expect. You know, they expect to get something that's like a $3,000 TV built inside a monitor. They're not going to do that. Come on, man. But you are getting a big major step up here. You're getting a 10-bit, true 10-bit monitor. Okay, so anyway, hopefully you guys like this. You know, it will take a while till the YouTube process this video, but I hope you guys enjoy this. I really wanted to like show you this 4K footage here, just so you guys can see it. I think what this laptop does, it's pretty amazing, especially on this game, and I think it's gonna show up here on this video. If you guys want me to do more of these 4K rips, if you guys want to check it out on the YouTube, on my YouTube channel, I'll be more than happy to do it. But remember, your PC will have to be more than more than the i3 processor. It's gonna have to be i5 or i7 in order to be able to handle this on 4K YouTube. All right, and if you have Ultrabook that it's only QHD, it will not be able to handle 4K. You gotta have your laptop connected to a 4K monitor or a 4K television in order for you. But I would suggest that you connect your laptop to a 4K television and then watch this in 4K. That's what I would recommend. You know, that would be my suggestion. If you truly want to see what I'm seeing here, if you want to truly experience what I'm experiencing here, and that's why I'm doing this video, I would recommend connect your laptop to your Sony X900E, 930E, or whatever 4K television you have, TCL. Plug it in your laptop to your television, and then you can watch this in 4K. It's going to be much better. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.